The studio room is a bit of a chaotic mess. Yes. Today, I need to finish the product photos if I want to be able to launch my website on time. And photo taking is just a very lengthy process. And you have to set up all the props and then do all this cute stuff and then editing and whatnot. It needs to get done. So I am such a sucker for things marketed to small businesses that would seem to make my life easier. I am not sponsored by this photography set, but I will say that it is really fun to use and makes for consistent photo sets. But you absolutely do not need something like this. Honestly, in my opinion, what makes or breaks your photos are lighting. The best lighting is something that is bright and well diffused so you can get that beautiful soft shadow on your products, but without having super blown out pictures. Mastering lighting and manipulating it well can totally change the game of the quality of your photos and how much post editing you'll need to do afterwards. I don't like hard shines and shadows on anything, and that's reflected in the way I draw most of the time. But some photographers can really pull it off and make everything look so editorial. I'm by no means an expert or anything, but I do think my product pictures come out more than half decent, so I'm just sharing with some tips that work for me. So this is a replica surfaces tripod situation. I was obsessed with this product over a year ago or something, and I haven't properly used it since I bought it. But basically, replica surfaces is just a giant board, waterproof board, with different prints on it. So different textures like wood or marble, or some of them even get printed with a scene, so a window scene or a water scene or something. Anyways, I just thought it would be handy dandy for product photography, so I bought a ton of boards, and this is the tripod that it came with, and now I need to sort through the different background boards and pick which one I think would work best for these things. This board has this nice linen texture printed on it, so I think I just put this here if I want this as my base. And then to pick a background, ooh, this is a nice wood color. This might actually be better suited for the desktop piece, so I'm going to switch this. Take this off, have them in these sleeves. Ooh, this is pretty. This is a rose quartz look. And I think I'll just put this back here. Okay, so far the setup looks like this. I have this wood texture here and then this rose quartz, and basically the panels just fit right into these slots, the corners that we just installed onto the base. And then I have it right next to the window so I can get that diffused, pretty soft lighting. So for example, this is actually okay, and I could just do 1 and 2 panels, or you can put a 3rd and 4th one on the sides. But if this was my little product guy, then I would just kind of put it here, or I have this wrapped box that you can use to kind of prop things up like so. And then this would be a really cute little product photo studio. So for example, using my phone, I think I'll just do something like this. 3, 2, 1. Jeez. Switch to that sweet portrait mode. 3, 2, 1. Boop. And if you can see, it'll look like this. Or maybe we want to do something like 3, 2, 1. And then you'll get something like this. It's not that bad. Actually looks really nice. I'm gonna go through the rest of these boards and see which one I really like, because I have quite a few backgrounds. So, ooh, this one's like a golden orange one. Beautiful. I like that one a lot. Oh, and this is not sponsored. I think I need to do that disclaimer. This is stuff that I bought like a year ago. So this one is cool because it has cutouts, and if you shine a light through it, basically it'll just cast the like prettiest shadows, but you need a pretty strong light source in order to do that. Diffuse light, the shadows will be too soft, but this is kind of what it would look like right here on the side. Okay, so I'm just using my phone flashlight, but as you can see, like, look at the beautiful little shadows that come here. So I would need a stronger light source right here to shine through, and then you can kind of just add this beautiful light texture to all your photos like this and like this up here. So cool. Okay, so of all the ones that I have here, I have a window cutout version. This is the back, but it's really cool. I think you can actually just double dip this. This is a really cool pattern. But then I have the burnt orange, and then a matte white, the linen print, it's kind of like a beige. And then I have a glossy, oh, this one's actually kind of heavy. A gloss, it's like a whiteboard basically. I'm not gonna lie, probably an overpriced whiteboard, but the glossy white is really nice to reflect light off of. So that's kind of the appeal of this one. So I have some pretty like neutral basic ones, which suits my palette just fine because I want the art to speak for itself. But I'm thinking maybe between this and the pink quartz will do. We'll see. The setup took so long already. I'm thinking what I want to finish today are pictures and fits for the little bags, and I want to do sticker pictures too. I don't really need to do the mini prints. The mini prints I have as like a template, and so I just kind of superimpose the mini prints onto that picture, and I'll show you guys later. And then the poster prints, I have to do pictures for the canvas prints. That one's gonna be a hassle to do. I don't even know if I can do this right now because I don't think my camera has battery. I have to charge my camera. Oh gosh, I am not ready. And the reason I'm trying to do this today is because I set up a appointment or design consultation with my friend. He coordinated a lot of fits for the little tote knit bags. So yeah, we're gonna coordinate that, and he's coming over later today. I don't know if he's gonna model anything or maybe it's just gonna be me, but I think for the modeling pictures, it's gonna be like a faceless kind of thing. Just like I want the focus to be strictly on the bags. And then tomorrow will be an editing day, and then early next week will be website editing day, and then this vlog will come out, and then you guys will be ready for the shop update on Saturday, July 27th. Let's hope. Yeah, this is just like a catch-up shop update, really just featuring the bags, the sticker sheets, and the new stickers that I've done. And then I've had a couple of new illustrations, but there's really no theme to this. It's just free-for-all, really. But there's a lot of stuff to add that people have been asking for, so I just gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Okay, this is so extra of me, but I used to be a portrait photographer, like right out of college, so I brought out one of my soft boxes, and I have it cascading a beautiful light down here. Here, let me show you. Look at those soft little shadows, this little shadow detail right here. It is so much, but you know, hey, I have the supplies already. I might as well use it, and I haven't used this thing in like years, so I brought it out. And then I can also like kind of tilt this to change the shadows. But yeah, then I'll be using this surface. This is probably the setup. It's so much. It's too much. Oh my god. But I have it. Might as well use it. I have the sticker sheets. I think I'm gonna do this first because there's only 4 of them and they're pretty basic. I actually made these pretty last second, but these two, the Snoopy ones, do so well. So I really want to get these online so people can get them. And then I have the Miffy ones. So this one's more popular, and then the Dungeon Miffy ones are a little bit less popular, so I have less quantity of it, but I still think it's a really cute idea. I think I'm just gonna do something like, kind of like this. And a lot of artists will just use a piece of colored paper or a piece of paper, like lined paper, to use as a background for their stickers. And that is a fantastic and cheap and easy way to go about it. And it works every single time. If you get your angle right and your lighting right, it's a really effective way to showcase your stickers. I usually like to add a little bit more texture to the scenery, or in the context of this, as you can see, I'm doing my sticker sheets, so I want to bring out a notebook or my water bottle or something like that that I can showcase kind of the environment that the product itself is supposed to be used in. And you don't have to take it super literally, but something that fits it appropriately is what I prefer to do. But it is a lot more work, and I used to do the paper method, and sometimes I miss it because honestly it makes your life so much easier to do it that way. But I chose to spend a ton of money on this photography set, so I might as well just go all the way. Go big, and I am. So here I am trying to piece this all together, this set with a plant and these notebooks and everything, and it's just like I'm really doing the most. It's a bit extra of me to do all of this, but you know, starting off with just the simple background is fantastic. Like, you don't really have to do much more than that, but I am choosing to go a little bit more fancy pantsy with this setup. So the second part of this photography session is focused on getting some pictures for my new knit bags. I invited a friend to help me coordinate some looks. The original idea was to create outfits that suited each bag and create an aesthetic, but it got really difficult to figure out the composition and get a proper flat lay going, probably mainly because my lens wasn't wide enough. I use a 50 prime lens, and this project would have been better suited with something like a 24 probably. So we ended up pivoting and literally started to pull stuff out of our pockets and decided to go with a stuff flat lay look, like we were trying to craft an aesthetic for each bag with items instead of clothing. And I think it worked way better. We started scrounging around the house to look for items that would complement each bag, and I really think we were able to pull off a certain look for each one pretty well. We're trying to build a set with the table now because we like the dark wood. I think that texture is really nice, but we're trying to get all the angles correct. So even though we want this flat perspective, you just don't see anything, right? Yeah, we could do that. You just have to hold it, right? Now we have this nice tilt of the whole set. Yes.
It does work. See?
Everything does fit in here. Yeah. All that stuff we just had out does fit in the bag.
Yeah, it does.
Because we were just using it as props, but then I was like, but like, will people think this is everything you can fit in the bag?
You don't want to lie.
No, we don't want to lie. We're not liars out here.
So it really does actually.
But it does. Yeah. But it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I mean, honestly, that's a good size for this amount.
Yeah.
For the bags.
Everything that's in there?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, now we can use all that stuff.
So now it's all legit.
Now it's, we tested it. Yeah, so all this stuff did fit. So I like the keys and the phone, like kind of peeking out from the bag. I thought that looked really nice. And then everything else we can kind of, then you can take the stuff back out from the notebook. We're adding a prop, the juice.
So we want, it's minor, but could be.
Ooh, a coaster. Toaster. The very last part of this whole photography thing is editing. So I ended up taking over 600 pictures, and that is a lot of photos, which means it's a lot of post editing and sorting, to the point where my catalog is so big and bulky that my program kind of lagged a little bit. So it was a little frustrating to use. My technique is to go through every single photo and then flag each photo that I approve of or looks halfway decent, so then I can filter through all 600 photos and hopefully end up with something like 200 or 300 photos that I can then go back in and reaffirm which photos look the best. And then after that, maybe I'll have like 100 photos ideally, and then I will go in and crop and edit and change the lighting and the temperature and all that other editing goodness. And so this is just a very lengthy and arduous process to say the least, but I kind of enjoy it. Once I get started and get everything set up, I can just keep going from 0 to 100 and 0 to the finish line. Like, I like doing all of the photography editing in one sitting. If it takes me 6 hours, that's how long it takes me. So that's just this last process, and yeah, I hope you think some of these pictures look as good as I think they look, but let me know. Here's a little short gallery of some of the finished pieces. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for joining me this week. Next week I can do a vlog covering the website updating and then the shop update itself. I just want this vlog to go out before the shop update happening on Saturday, so if you're following me here on YouTube, then hopefully you are able to catch me in time and catch my website launch in time. Thank you so much for joining this week again. Yeah, so I will see you next week, and I will cover how the shop update went. Also, I am gonna be at Otakon, so look out for that vlog. That's a good one to come out. I'm very excited for it. Okay, bye.